Hi everybody and welcome to Heel Heat. My name is George Coles and on this episode, we're walking in Memphis. Topic of this Walking in Memphis, USWA from June 24th, 1990. And if you haven't seen any of my videos before, I grade everything on a 1 to 5 scale. 1 is the worst, 5 is the best. For Walking in Memphis, we consider it from commercial break to commercial break. Basically what all falls within that segment. And if you want to check out the video I reviewed for this, there is going to be a link here in the description. With that being said, let's jump right in. We start off with Ken Wayne going up against Rex King. This was a decent match. Ken Wayne plays the heel here, picks up the win by putting his feet on the ropes. However, Joey Maggs comes out, and Joey Maggs basically says to the referee he had his feet in the ropes, so the ref changes it, thus giving Rex King the win. This is going to come into play later as well. That's followed up with an interview with Joey Maggs, saying that he has a tag title shot later. For all that, I'm going to give that a 3. I thought it was good. It could have been a little better, but still pretty decent. Coming out of break, we go to a video of Jerry the King Lawler versus Snowman with Leon Spinks as a special referee, basically showing how Spinks and the Snowman screwed Jerry Lawler out of the championship for Snowman to pick up the win. Then we get a in the studio promo with Jerry the King Lawler calling out Leon Spinks, which is met with a videoed promo of Leon Spinks, who, if you're not familiar, was a very popular and very successful boxer. He even had a win against Muhammad Ali, which they actually go into the video showing him beating Muhammad Ali. For that whole segment, of course, with the Lawler involvement, I'm giving that a 4. After that, we come back, we have Downtown Bruno introducing the Inhuman. They say he has his opponent to come out, which is Jerry the King Lawler. Lawler and Bruno get in a little bit of an argument. Lawler basically says he no longer needs Downtown Bruno. Then he goes to the match with the Inhuman versus Jerry Lawler. At this point, the Inhuman was undefeated. Lawler does pick up the win. I thought this was all pretty good again. I'm giving this a 4. I thought it was another good segment. That's followed up with our local DJ named Wayne Bright, who also brings out the Snowman. The Snowman cuts a promo. Then Snowman goes right into a match with him versus Ben Jordan. There's a reason that the Snowman is not looked at so fondly. He had a great build and he was decent on the promo. His in-ring wasn't that great. Snowman does pick up the win here. I'm giving it a 3. I thought it was okay. It could have been better. Next up, we get an interview with Scott Braddock and Jeff Gaylord saying that they've formed a team and they're going to be called the Wild Things. They go right to the ring against Ken Raper and Freezer Thompson. Freezer Thompson is awesome. I love seeing him. Pretty quick squash match here. Again, much like the one before. The promo was okay. The match was just okay. I'm giving this one a 3. That's followed up with a video that's supposed to be happening in Dallas at the same time, where we see Jeff Jarrett going up against Chuck West. Before the match, Skandar Akbar tries to recruit Jeff Jarrett into Devastation Incorporated. Jarrett tells him no. Jarrett picks up the win on Chuck West. Then he's attacked in the ring by Chico Torres, Scott Braddock, Garrett and Gary Young, as well as Akbar, which kind of proves that this can't be at the same time because we just seen Braddock in a match here. And unless they had teleportation back at this time, he didn't get to Dallas that quickly. That gets broken up by Dundee. We come back. They do say that they do apologize that that was the recorded video from last night. That's followed up with another interview with Joey Maggs, basically saying that his partner's not there for his tag team title shot that he's about to get, and it's against the Dirty White Boys, which is actually a team at this point of Tom Burton and Tony Anthony. They're going up against Joey Maggs, and surprise, surprise, the guy he saved earlier in the show, Rex King, comes out. Maggs and King pick up a surprising win here. I thought this was all pretty good. It paid off on the beginning of the show. I liked the match. I'm a big fan of Dirty White Boy Tony Anthony, so I like seeing him here. I'm giving this a 4. I thought this was really good. Next, we're followed up with more with Wayne Bright, who is, again, a local DJ. Then the Dirty White Boy comes out. Then we see video of Bill Dundee and the Dirty White Boy, and Dirty White Boy attacks Miss Sylvia, who smacked him. This is where the Dirty White Boy, Tony Anthony, because again, there's 2 of them at this point, he introduces the Dirty White Girl. If you've watched enough of these, anytime she comes up, I had a huge crush on the Dirty White Girl, so I love seeing her. This is her first appearance. So yeah, I'm going to give this a positive. That's followed up with another match with Jeff Gaylord and Scott Braddock going up against Rick Miller and Buddy Stevens. kind of weird that Gaylord and Braddock would wrestle again here. They pick up a quick win. For that segment, because it is the introduction of the Dirty White Girl, I'm giving it a 5. Just because of my personal opinion, I think I still have a huge crush on her, as obvious as me being flustered right now. I just really enjoyed the presentation. I liked the Dirty White Boy, and I was very sympathetic to the Dirty White Girl, especially later on when they start doing some more heel things with the Dirty White Boy and her. All in all, I thought this was a pretty good show. Pretty solid from the beginning to the end. Cool seeing that little pocket in time where Leon Spinks was involved. Seeing where USWA was both in Memphis and Dallas at this time, so this little pocket of time. Pretty good show overall, in my opinion. I'm going to give it a 4. I rather enjoyed it, especially, again, I'm going to keep saying it because it's my favorite thing on the show. The introduction of Dirty White Girl really helped out, and it really made the show go over the top for me. With that being said, let's smash that like button, subscribe, share the video, and if you see where it says join, that's where you can become a member, just like our first member of the page, Chris. Thank you, Chris, for joining up. I appreciate it very much. If you made it all the way to the end here, let's put a Dirty White Girl in the comments for Kimberly, the Dirty White Girl, who's absolutely awesome in my opinion. My name is George Coles, and we've been walking in Memphis.